And the advice I would give to someone who's just starting out is to take the job. Take the opportunity that might not seem like the perfect fit for you in that moment. I remember a Steve Jobs interview where he had to go back to college, and he took a calligraphy course, and he was sitting there saying, why am I in a calligraphy course? And that was later what went on to become font. When so you think about, you never know why you were presented with an opportunity. You never know why you might say yes and what that is meant to be on your journey when you look back. So I would say that's my biggest advice. I didn't go to college to be a door-to-door phone salesperson, but that job was what got me in the door at MDA, and then what ultimately got me as the leader of David's Refuge. So I would say take the job. So David's Refuge was started 10 years ago, and it started right here in Syracuse in Manlius, New York, by a couple, Warren and Brenda Foll. Their son was David, and so David at age 8 had been diagnosed with an incurable disease called Batten's disease. And so from age 8 to right before his 21st birthday, Warren and Brenda became, on top of being mom and dad to their 3 sons, they also became a full-time family unpaid caregiver to David. And a lot of medical needs, watching his disease take hold and watching him deteriorate throughout those years, which is extremely, obviously very hard on a family. Warren and Brenda, after David passed away, decided that they wanted to use the area of their home that they had built for David and convert it into a 5-star bed and breakfast. And so they started to actually serve moms and dads who were still on the journey of caregiving, so parents who were in the thick of raising children with special needs. They welcomed them into their home and gave them respite. They gave them time to just sleep and recharge their batteries. They gave them a massage. They gave them a chance to go out on a date. And then probably most importantly, they sat across the table with them and had breakfast together and said, we get what you're going through, and we're here for you, and you are not alone. And so David's Refuge started that year, 2012, and now here we are 10 years later. We're on a huge celebratory year because our organization has made it 10 years, and not just made it, it's grown. And so we still execute our main service of an overnight respite program, but in addition to that, we also provide community programming and events and wellness education so that caregivers get a full holistic approach to being well. And that's here we are today, so it's something to be really proud of. Yeah, so right now, David's Refuge, I would say our scale is we are serving over 1,000 families just in our community and within New York. So we have started to grow our reach. I would say through the throughway corridor is what I would say is starting to happen. We're starting to see more and more families from Western New York, Rochester, Buffalo, our southern tier, and then out towards Utica and past Utica. So we're really starting to see an expansion, and it's organic growth. We obviously have goals, as any company does, but for us, we are flexible, we're nimble, and we're able to add services and keep up with the demand. So for us, I would say our scale is we are staying within our means, always, which is the sign of a great company, but we're also looking always to be able to expand our services to serve as many people as we possibly can. The most gratifying part of my work in my role as executive director is twofold. I have a front row seat to managing and working with and helping our team grow. We have the most excellent staff of any nonprofit anywhere in the country. I'll say it because it is. They are committed. This is a team, a small but mighty team. And the reason we can get the job done every day is because we're all committed to the mission. So part of my work is managing these wonderful women and helping them do their best. The other side is working with the most resilient clients, our caregivers, parents that we serve that I've ever met in my life. These are human beings who have endured so much and live a very challenging journey, but I get to work with them, know them, and love them, and for me, there's nothing better.